having fought for our freedoms throughout this country's history, wouldn't have the freedoms that we enjoy every day as American citizens. It's very important to acknowledge the sacrifices that had to have been made. But it's also important to acknowledge and honor those and thank those who are currently serving their country and making those sacrifices. If it wasn't for them now doing so, we wouldn't have the ability to protect those freedoms and ensure them for the future. So that's really why we have this program, not just to share a little bit of history about the local area, but really to honor military past and present. Now, the next step in readying the cannon for firing is to prick a hole in the powder charge using this tool called the gimlet. It's designed to go down the vent and into the powder charge, or the secondary charge. And this will expose to the fire of the friction primer. The friction primer replaced the fuse about halfway through the Civil War. It was supposedly more reliable. It's 3/4 filled with black powder. The other 1/4 is filled with fulminated mercury attached to this wire. When I pull the wire out, it will break that fulminated mercury, which in turn ignites the black powder in the rest of this tube, which will shoot a lance of flame down the vent and into the secondary charge. I'm going to give the command, stand clear. And then I'll count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fire the cannon. At that time, I do recommend to plug your ears. This cannon is quite loud, and it can damage your hearing. Now, the reason for the command, stand clear, and the reason for the lanyard was to get the gun crew and me out of the path of the cannon as a recoil. And if it wasn't bolted down to the ground, even with a very reduced charge, it would recoil several feet backwards, potentially injuring one of those 6 men that was stationed on this particular cannon.
Stand clear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! Misfire.
We've had a slew of misfires. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through that process. Typically, it's a flawed primer that causes a misfire. So I'm going to make sure there are no occlusions in the vent. You notice I'm wearing a glove. There's a lot of high pressure gas that comes out of the vent every time you fire this particular type of cannon, and it can cut your hand if you're not wearing a glove. For expediency's sake, I'm just going to give the command, stand clear, and then fire. We might have to go through a few of these before it goes off.
Stand clear. Fire!
Wow.
Thank you very much for joining us today. I'll be inside the lobby later to answer any questions you might